My favorite part about that mix is the random Mario noises in the background. I'm just kidding, that's my least favorite part. Welcome to the stream, how's it going? We are back, and we are looking at doing a little bit of Armored Core Project Phantasma. I was looking at streaming yesterday, but I was not feeling good, so still kind of feeling not so great tonight, but feel okay enough. I think we could get through a stream. So we're going to shoot for some Project Phantasma. Hopefully we'll be able to beat the game. It looks like we're going to beat the game. We're about 14 missions in. Back of the case says there's 17 missions total, so I would assume that we're pretty close. But on top of that, we do have some arena missions to take care of, so we're going to try to get through some of that as well. If it looks like it's taking a while, or I just end up reaching a point that I cannot beat one of these things, we might end up calling it without beating all of the arena matches, and I might just do that on my own time, because we're in it for the story, right? I know that sometimes the arena stuff can be interesting. Actually, that's probably the main crux of it for a lot of people, but I'm alright if I don't get through all of them tonight. We can maybe end up doing it on a different stream, or perhaps we can just, I don't know, I could just do it off stream and then transfer over the save, because I would like to do Master of Arena. That is one like this one, the more I play it, the more I realize, oh, you know, I've actually played through most of this game, if not all of it. I guess we'll find out. But with Master of Arena, I know that one I haven't played a hell of a whole lot of, so I'd like to check it out, and hopefully sooner rather than later, because August's right around the corner. We are coming up quickly to the release of Armored Core 6, and I would like to play that. But, you know, I wanted to get these games under my belt on stream beforehand. Anyway, what should we do first? Maybe we should take a look at an arena battle. I think I'm going to need to change the setup for that, but let's see if they give us any insight on any of these new ones. I don't even know if I looked at this guy. Sadistic A. He's got the Scorpion version 1.0. Oh yeah, I remember the 1.0. Low man on the Scorpion team. I guess there's a team of them. And his ability is more than average within the arena. Alright. Well, as we know, sometimes different parts are a bit of a necessity. Although this setup in particular, it's been kind of handy against a couple of the arena battles that we've fought so far, just because of the damage output on the weapons, those gun arms. Incredibly powerful. However, I'm thinking we're probably gonna try and shoot for the old classic. So I keep backing out when I don't necessarily mean to. Get that moonlight in there. Get that on. And an ammo crate if we can. No? I wonder what would work. Perhaps better. We haven't given this grenade launcher a shot. Maybe I should give that a try and see how that works out. I think I put a new core on during the last stream, so that kind of gave us somewhat a bit of a more weighty frame for the legs to carry, so not everything's going to work exactly like it did. I might have to switch the core back out again, but let's see how this works for right now. Yeah, maybe we'll do this one. Too fat? Just a little bit. I think we'll get big too. Alright. Missed all those. For our quad leg. This guy sure is jumping around a lot. This might be one where I have to find shoot missiles pretty easily too. This might be one I have to get low ceiling for. Need to back out too. He's hitting me. He's dead. Oh shit. He hit me with. What was that? I was about to say, he was hitting me with the missiles. Let's give it another try. And the missiles don't seem to do that much damage, but he hit me with something else. I guess I must have gotten too close. It sounded like a bladed weapon, so I'm guessing that it was an energy blade I got hit with. I just took it to me. But the old circle strafing doesn't seem to work with this guy. He is a bit of a jumper too. So I think I need to find, if I want to continue to use this strategy, I got to find a map that offers a little bit more coverage, or perhaps I got to find the cave map with the low ceiling, just so he's not jumping around so much. The jumps are what's causing him to evade most of my missiles. Almost out. Been hitting him a little bit better. Keeping up on top of this thing seems to have worked out somewhat, but it's not going to work once I'm out. I don't know if this weapon actually has a block on. It does. You gotta get in a little close. That's kind of like the weapon he's got. See, I think that was that weapon again. He's got an energy weapon of some sort. I don't know that it's a blade. The blue thing that he shot out though, that seemed to do some massive damage. We might have the same weapon here. It's actually looking pretty similar. Doesn't look like it does a whole lot of damage if it's the same one. Probably should have looked at that beforehand when I had seen it the first time. Oh, we're completely out. How did I use 22? I guess I must use multiple. Just getting close. Oh shit. Yeah, I don't know what that is. He's got some type of energy weapon though that packs a punch. Okay, so we're gonna need to rework that a little bit. I think I'm gonna switch out the main core so we're a little bit lighter, that way it cares, because that grenade weapon did not work out for me. I'm gonna have to go back to that laser rifle. We had switched it out, I think, to sort of give us a little bit of an edge. Actually, hold on. Maybe it was the head then? The head offered a little bit more armor. Do I only have two heads? Yeah. Alright. I don't think it was anything else. Yeah, it must have been the head then. Shoot. Alright. I did buy a stronger core, which we did use for a battle, but must have switched it back out at some point. Alright. I think I'm going to try let's try an arena that's got a little bit more coverage this time. And then if this doesn't end up working out, then I'm going to have to switch out the weapons for either dual ammo packs or the gun arms. And we're going to have to do the low ceiling one, just because that'll prevent him from jumping around, which will also prevent him from evading the missile attacks. What's going on? Let's see a little different. that grenade launcher again. Getting caught up on some of the scenery. Weird, usually I'm able to evade most of this stuff, or at least hop up over it. Some of these like medians in the road are just tripping me in. Shoot. Pounded me with this grenade launcher. Dang it. Alright. I don't know. It seemed like he was still able to evade just because of the jumping, so I think I'm going to have to switch out the map. We'll do that low ceiling one. It's weird that the four-legged armored core would be jumping around so much. Not really built for that, but trying to subvert my expectations, I suppose. Alright, let's try this. There it is. Of course, it also means that I'm going to be taking a lot of hits from him, but hopefully we're able to work through it. Oh shit. He's got a laser weapon too. The one that we've been seeing. Alright. The biggest problem with this one is just the amount of energy it requires. I can't even be evasive with the boosters because I need to wait for the damn thing to recharge. Uh-oh. Lost track of him. Alright, I won't be so liberal with the laser shots. I always forget the first time around, and sometimes second and third time around too. It's like they're right there, I just want to pump as many as I can into them. He's still flying around. That's a weird attack, so he's got that blue thing. But there's something that sounds like an energy blade. Oh, you know what? I remember hearing... Damn, I did not survive that very long. I remember hearing in the first game, I wonder if he's got something like that, but in the first game, I guess there was a way you could shoot your energy blade to make it long range. So maybe that's what he's got. I was told you could do it, but I was not told how to do it. I don't think the person that told me knew how to do it. Another stalactite. I wish that stuff would pop up on the map. I think I've hit it once. Distance. Over the water. Pretty close to the map edge. locked on. Alright. I'm gonna try it again. And right off the bat, it's like it gets free hits. Did you see that? I was at 6,000, and I'm currently at 1,600. Whatever weapon he's got packs a punch. Yeah, I don't know how to combat that. There's not many options for parts right now. I'm assuming what it's hitting me is something energy based. So I guess I could just take a look for some type of part that is just extremely energy defensive. What's up, Scoob? How's it going, man? Looks almost too good. Not on my end, I'm getting my ass handed to me. Performance ain't great, but game looks alright, yeah? Oh, man. I ain't doing so hot in these later arena levels. Son of a bitch. Using the Retro Tank 5X, though, we're boosting this baby up off of a PS2 for 5 times the resolution. So hopefully the clarity's alright. It actually would look better if I used the component cables. The problem with that is I like the muddiness of the composite cables. They call me a hipster, but that's the way I like to roll. Keep up with this guy. Maybe that's the ticket down there. I need to get down into the water area. Yeah, that seems to be the fan favorite. It definitely strikes a chord with people, because I've had others note that as well. It's no loser, or, you lose or try again. It's just lose. You don't need much more than that, to be quite honest. You get the picture. It's some big red font too, just make it all clear for you. God damn. Alright. I don't know if I could do this. I might need to rework the AC specifically for this. We'll see, but like I said, I don't think I've got a whole lot of part options right now, so I don't think it's gonna matter too much of what I pick unless there's, some weird thing that can transfer over from the previous game or future games. But I either need to take them out fast in like 4 hits, or I need something that can withstand those lasers he's doling out, or whatever it is. I don't even think it's a laser weapon. I think it's his beam blade. I think it just has some sort of way to be a projectile, because I was told that was a thing from the last game. It's like, I know my blade beam does a shitload of damage, but I need to get up close and personal to use it. Hey, thank you for that cheer. I appreciate that. I got this. Maybe. Well, I got more hits in than I did before. Boy, he is rough, though. This is the first arena battle I've come to that I've had to try it more than, like, twice. Normally these guys, it's like I get a feel for it the first time I lose, and then, you know, maybe I need to take one more try after that, but ultimately I got it. I think I was doing better in the more open arenas, to be quite honest. I'm getting more hits in on him, I think, but, yeah, I don't think it's helping me. Alright, I don't have the beam weapon, the bleam. Go, you bastard. There you are. Those blue hits, whatever those are. The missile launcher or grenade launcher or whatever, the one that's physically based, that ain't nothing. I could take care of that easy. Got a problem with using these guns, it's just the amount of shit. Oh. See that horizontal beam looking thing, that's the one that's causing me all sorts of heartache. Hey, we did it! Nice. Alright. Well, that sucked. Well, I mean, what was he at? Rank 20 or something like that? We got a lot to go. I don't want to watch that again. Get a part for that? Oh. Alright, I don't know what that is. That looks interesting. They only get tougher. Mm-hmm. He was rank 18, so we got a little less than I had imagined, but still. Yeah, I don't know what that was. What did we get? Equip impossible. I'm just going to scroll through these real quick to see if we can take a look. That's not an arm weapon. I don't think it was a back weapon either. It didn't look like it. There's like two things set side by side. I'm not too sure what looks like that. A booster, maybe? Nope. I think it's a targeting system, not a generator. This definitely wasn't legs or anything. Oh, maybe it was that. Oh, it's a new type of gun arm. Dual cannon. It's a... What is it? Oh, okay. It uses solid ammo. It's got 20 and... Oh shit, it does a ass load of damage. Look at that. That's 3,800 versus 2,300 basically. Narrow and deep, special type. All sorts of noise going on outside. What the hell? I need to close my window, but it's summertime here and it is hot as balls. Look at those things. I didn't even think that was going to be an arm. It's beefy looking. Jeopard. Looks like a hovercraft. You know, like a modern hovercraft. It's got the Panzer IV. Remember the AC Tech Research Center? Use the AC with a multitude of weapons. I don't know. It's for the industrial area. Might not be the best place for this particular type of weapon that I got right now, but we'll see. Holy shit. He's got the same thing I got. It looks like a nuclear bomb coming towards you. I think it does a lot of damage to me. I'm gonna better do a lot of damage to him. That sucks. Alright, we got the same type of weapon. I can tell that it does a lot of damage, but this might not be the best place for it. Decent amount of coverage for me, but getting an open line of sight puts me in danger. See, we can't even lock onto each other, but we're just trying to fire regardless. Trying to do the same technique he's doing by jumping up in the air, but it doesn't work as well for me. It's like we get each other with that one opening line of sight, and then once we start moving, it's a little harder after that. Just start firing right away. Seems like he doesn't catch on to that, like, right at first. I don't know what the range on this thing is. I'm assuming it's pretty damn far. Yeah, look at that. Sure can stay up in the air for a long time. A lot of health if he's withstanding these shots. Well, alright. This might be something... I mean, I don't think I need 2 ammo crates, maybe. This might be something where I could ditch one, if I could support the weight. If I could ditch one and then have the missile launcher just so we have something to soften them up. And then maybe I could start lobbing these big bastard shots at him. Or I could maybe change the map to something that's more open. Less cover might be better. I mean, that was the idea last time. That didn't work so well for the last AC that we fought, but less cover might be better for just the low playing field and open sight if I could keep distance with them, which I know that the map will obviously change the AI response, but if I could keep distance with them, and just lob shots from afar, that might be a tactic. Whether it works or not, who can say? This battle's in the air. Got no reticle. Oh man, boy, that was an interesting fight. Taking the air seemed to work a little bit. Yeah, I mean, it was good for dodging the shots because he was using the big cannon that I've got. So, you know, once you're in that free fall, it's hard to get a lock on, as I've noted with him, so. Pilot Dill AC Pickle. Piloting a speedy and energy-efficient AC, he battles for the sheer fun of it. He's got a Katasawa. And some type of energy back weapon. Looks like an old setup I used to use in the first game. Let's try the Night City. Yep, that Katasawa still packs a punch. Good lord. Didn't even get to the opening of the song. Yeah, his range definitely beats out mine. I don't think there's any hope of doing this. Should have just backed out. Huh. Well, that didn't work. I'm assuming since the AC is energy efficient, as I put it, that probably means that he does not have a ton of armor. So I'm thinking maybe try to use a missile launcher, get into a map that's got a lot of coverage on it. I might even switch out. I mean, I can't get a whole lot of hits in. That's the thing. He could beat me with in terms of range with the Katasawa, which is sort of shitty, but I mean, even if I could meet him in a range game and like use one of the laser rifles, I don't think it'd make much of a difference. So let me... I do the industrial area again. Just because that's got more coverage right off the bat. So I might be able to duck and hide real quick and see if I can lob some missiles at him, because once he gets on me, that is it. Most of the launchers usually got a decent amount of range too, but even this has got me beat on. I'm getting hits in though, which is good. Hopefully my theory is correct and he doesn't have a ton of armor, and we can just beat him with full salvo of these things. I don't know what that was. I don't want any of it. And he's back to the Katasawa. Oh, damn it. Alright. I don't know. Maybe. Let's try again. I'm going to see if I can stick behind cover a little bit more frequently. I was kind of dodging and weaving, hoping that, I could evade him, but it seemed like for a lot of it, he was just kind of sticking in one spot. I mean, that's once he reached a certain point, though, but if I could definitely just keep hidden behind cover, take as little hits as possible, Might be able to do it. Just have to hit him regularly and then come out with the big old cannons at the end there. Yeah, see, he's just kind of like sticking around in one spot. I don't know what his technique is. And then he vanished. Alright. Where'd you go? Oh, here he is. Fortunately, he's not a jumper. Oh, we killed him. Easy enough. Nice. Thank you. Yeah, getting out of cover, or getting out of, yeah, well, wasn't exactly what I was going to say, but to phrase it another way, getting out of cover was definitely what was killing us there, just because how often he was able to shoot. His rate of fire was insane. But yeah, he didn't have a ton of armor, because those missiles, they still do a decent amount of damage, but definitely the ones that have more, like a higher armor point, you can't take them out with just missiles like that. And I wasn't even done with all the missiles I had. Alright, rank 15, Pilot Slick. AC is Triple Hunter. Brother of Seeker. He controls the hover AC, Triple Hunter. I don't even remember who Seeker was. I don't even know who you are. I don't know, let's try something different, I guess. I don't think we've used the snow field all that much. I'm not sure what to expect with most of these guys anyway. Where are you at? Okay, alright, jeez. Calm down. It's pretty crazy missile launcher he's got. I mean, mine's probably similar since I shoot 4 at a time as well, but seeing that come at you and it's like forward facing and everything. Mine rain down, they come from the sky and eat you up, but this one's just launched from the front. Every time I'm strafing, good lord. He's got those, I think he's got those beam arms that I use. Let's try the same map again. Got some range on that too. This might be another one where I need more cover than anything. Alright, back to the industrial field. We'll try the winter one though. Oh no, not me. That's a slick looking logo though, huh? He's separating himself from the average pilot, but the competition is tough from here on. I wonder, yeah, it must have said something else at the start. I didn't even think to look. Alright, let's try this technique again, where we hide behind a building and shoot missiles. You can do the same, but fortunately it seems like no one has used the missile launcher that I use, which if they did, I would be screwed. Hard to sort of find a way to get away from it, but yeah. It's like with a lot of these guys, if I could use the missile launcher and good for a few hits at least. Lock onto it from afar. The missiles shoot and come down from the air. So even if they're taking cover behind something, you can still manage to get a couple hits in. A little bit of slowdown. Many explosion effects going on. Also, those trails probably don't help in any capacity either. Missile trails. Oh, we got him. That missile launcher he's got, that's pretty good. It's fast, I think, which is the best aspect of it. Because like I said, if I'm strafing in one direction, I try to strafe in the other to get away from it. A lot of times it's enough. With this one, not so much. I wonder if boosting would help, but then that opened me up to different types of attacks. I'm sure he had some sort of rifle or so. Oh yeah, he had the gun arm rifles, I think. Alright, Psychotic. Rank 14. He's one of the Scorpion crew. We saw one of them. Talking like they had a team or something. Scorpion version 2. 4th command of the team Scorpion. His teammates know their ranking is because of him. Well, let's give this a try. Try out the same map, see if we can do the same technique. It seems to be what's working so far. Hide behind a building, fire some missiles if we need to, peek out. Do the big old fireball. Fireball right off the bat, see if that helps. He's got lasers. And we were just right in front of each other. Actually, this is the one with the barracks and other barricades that were destructible. Didn't work out so well for me. I think the one that's kind of more like this. These are barracks, I guess. The one I call the industrial factory because it's got like the big tanks in there. But yeah, the one with the big tanks, that's not as destructible. Calm down. Oh, I'm done. I'll try it again. With that right off the bat. I'll be able to destroy this building. And we're back to the slowdown. I don't know what the hell he's doing over there. I don't think it's me. I've used this weapon before and I don't remember having this much slowdown, so it must be something he's doing. Or I guess it could be the map. We got him. Nice. All right. The winning technique. Whatever works. Look at the legs on that thing. Oh, I thought I was doing like a sexy pose, but it's actually the one with the digigrade legs that bend in the other direction. Seeker, AC Mobile Hunter. Brother of Slick. He pilots one of the most difficult ACs, the Mobile Hunter. Okay, we just fought Seeker then. So it's like, how the hell am I supposed to know who's who and who does what? Let's go back to this. This worked for us. And they don't destruct as easily. Nice getting that, like, it's nice to be able to fire off that one shot and then be able to hit them. And then just kind of resort to this tactic if possible. See, them digi-legs, these are the ones that I expect to be jumping all over the place. I think those type of legs are the ones that give you like the boosted elevation. Or they're quicker or something like that. I don't know. I haven't actually used them yet in any of these playthroughs, so I'm not 100% certain. Probably give it a try at some point just to see. But, you know, when it comes to streaming and everything, I'm just looking for the most expedient way to do things. Not necessarily looking to experiment too much. And that was it. Too bad. Making our way up the ladder. I'm going to try for 10. I'm going to do a mission, and then we'll go back to the arena, see if we can do 5, do a mission, do 5, do a mission. I think that's how I want to try to play it. Unless we come up against one that's just not going our way. Panther. He's got the Panzer 5, member of the AC Tech Research Center. His future is considered to be a profitable one. Let's see if I could profit off of his profitable future. And I don't know where he went. Oh, shit. Way the hell up there, huh? Alright, I hit up with the last ones. Slipped out of range for a second. Done. Nice. Oh shit. A little too far. I guess we could get a sneak peek of what we're dealing with at level 10, rank 10. It's another scorpion. Alright, rank 11. Pilot is Rabid. AC is Green Dog. Look at that dog. Well known for piloting the difficult AC, Green Dog is obviously a top gunner. Obviously. Against my better judgment, I'm going to mix it up. Let's try the nighttime city. Shit. Don't know where he went. He's gone. There he is. He's just like hiding in that one area. Oh wait, there he comes. Now he finally moved. Now he's able to evade my missiles. Oh, thought I heard it in the distance there, but definitely got him. All right, time for that last one. till rank 10. Old Scorpion version 3. Change something up with my little composition thing here. Give me a sec. There we go. Okay. That's a lot of money. We are up against Demise. He's got the AC Scorpion version 3.0. Third in command of a team Scorpion. He's expected to perform remarkably in the future battles. Actually didn't really want to do the city again, but why not? Thought I'd be sneaky and tried to fire off a few missiles and then get him with the gun arms, but wherever he is, this isn't working. I'm not getting any hits on him. There we go. This is one that likes to stick in a spot. Behind this building, and it seems to be serving him pretty well because most of my missiles are missing. That'd be advantageous for me, though, if I can actually hit him with this thing. Nice. Alright. Almost kind of didn't work. But I'm able to do it in the end. So that was my mic cable. Give me a sec. Alright, sorry about that. See more of that award-winning performance. Man, I love this microphone, but it does not play well with my mic stand. It's super, super heavy. Special parts obtained. I have no clue what that is. Once again, wish they'd tell me. Alright, we're rank 10. Next one is Tiger. He's Panzer 6. Part of this crew, member of the AC Tech Research Center. Currently challenging team leader Rave. It's one step away from Raven. Let's make a save. We made some decent progress there. And we're going to do a story mission after this. Honestly, I've been thinking about this, but it's like I usually have two different setups that I do. Two different types of loadouts. One for story missions and one for the arena battles. And the arena battles, I'll use like a variety of weapons and stuff that doesn't have, you know, that big of a ammunition pool. And usually I'll try to go for something that lasts a little bit longer and also is not going to cost as much for the missions. But honestly, as far as like the cost thing goes, I shouldn't even worry about it. A lot of these missions, I've taken so much damage that it's like not even not even worth doing. You take so much damage and then your AC repair cost at the end of the mission just ends up eating away from your revenue. So we determined that Stinger is behind the new Phantasma weapon system. He's been hiding with some remaining Doomsday Organization officials in North Highland. We're not sure the purpose of Project Phantasma is, but in the hands of Stinger, we're all in extreme danger. We'll destroy all aspects of Project Phantasma operation, rather. I don't know. So, the only thing that sucks is I've got no clue how long these missions run for. And that, it almost seems like we might be in for, I don't know, maybe one solid AC battle and then fighting a bunch of MTs aside from that. I've got no clue. But I think we're just gonna switch to the old standard stuff for right now. And so what I've been doing the past few missions is we'll get a beam weapon, Moonlight Blade of course, and we'll get a laser rifle, doesn't cost me anything for ammunition, and then 2 ammo crates on back weapons. That mostly seems to work out okay. Of course, that last mission, it ran so long. They did warn you beforehand, so that was nice. But it ran so long, I ran out of ammunition in that one. Of course, I'm using a weapon that doesn't have a lot to begin with, but still. Mission code name Chivalry, start time 1500 in the Nord Highland.
We have arrived at the mission location. We will drop off the ACs and then leave the area.
Sounds good to me.
Main system engaging combat mode.
So it looked like they were going to be in the air, and then they weren't. This looks like the Super NES version of the Battle of Hoth. I swear I saw an ad in the distance, but it's this thing. What this is. Got a lot of armor. Yeah, they don't really shoot missiles when you get all up close like that. Yeah, something about the texture work, even. It looks a lot like that Super NES version of Battle of Hoth. I mean, it is just snow and mountains in the distance in the skybox, but still. Something about the composition of it is very similar. I'm sure if it might even look closer to maybe something like Shadows of the Empire in that Hoth level. Very familiar. Look for the black dots in the distance, but still a pretty big map for not a whole lot of enemies.
Enemy MTs approaching. Number of MTs 1.
When will you cease to be an annoyance?
Never. It's trained on me too hard.
Defenses damaged. Halting combat and returning to the nest.
That sucked. Sorry, I had to sneeze there for a second. Alright, well, sort of a longer start. It took a while to get to that last part. Kind of as I assumed, it was one big battle and then a bunch of smaller stuff, so nothing terribly crazy. But, yeah, the thing that sucked was, the very last part. It's not even an AC. It's just some sort of flying thing. So, I'm wondering if a distance battle might be in order with that one. What I might do... Oh, shit. I'm not going back to the arena just yet. What I might do in this case is trade out one of the... Because I didn't use all of that. Oh, shit. I saved immediately after, not after exchanging all the parts. Okay. So, shit. Not that, damn it. I just ruined it. I could probably... maybe not, because that made us a little bit too weightious. Alright, let me get my bearings here. Oh, that makes us overweight. Because I haven't done that combination before. Shoot. This head is heavier, right? Yep. Yeah, the core I have is a lot heavier. I guess I could switch out for the quad legs, but I might have to take off the ammo box. I'm still thinking like it's distance and keeping away is the best bet on that last section there, but I don't know. I think we could manage without the ammo crate. Maybe.
We have arrived at the mission location. We will drop off the ACs and then leave the area.
Main system engaging combat mode.
Sneak attack. Where's this last guy? There he is. Okay. Walker's getting close to the ticket. Approaching from the air seems to be the thing that works the most. Because once you start dropping, they can't really hit you. You're falling at a rate faster than the missiles can keep up with. But you don't want to use all your energy before getting up there. That seems to be the tricky part. Oh, they do have guns. They still sort of fire missiles at you once you get up close like that, but not as many.
Enemy MTs approaching.
Okay.
Number of MTs, 1.
When will you cease to be an annoyance?
Just gonna get out of here as fast as I can, see if I can get some cover underneath these snow dunes.
I cannot believe I have been defeated.
Once again, suck it. It's a cool looking ship though.
I killed him. I killed him.
I mean, evidently not. I'm still here.
Target of operation cleared.
Alright, that worked.
System switched to normal mode.
Made out cleaning up a little bit. Not terrible. Certainly done worse. I think there was a mission I did during the live stream where we got like 2,000 credits as a reward. That was bad. Test run. I'm afraid that we've been misled. The facility that was destroyed was just a decoy. I've received news that a working facility has been completed. Continue to investigate and keep you informed. Alright. Well, let's switch it back. I guess we'll have the setup that we had previously. Check, okay, cool. I'm not going to need that mapping function, so might as well use the more heavily armored head. Alright, let's see what this tiger's all about. Take it the old faithful map. Didn't hit that initial shot. He's wise to my tactics. Must have learned it from his brethren. Yeah. Looking for him in all the wrong directions. Seeming like he didn't want to move. He backed away a bit, but got past my sensors. He's like, he's wised up. He's gotten like just out of range. Had something going for a second there, but once he backed away, that was it. He's got the superior missile launcher. It should still offer some protection. Ooh. I hit almost every single one of those missiles. This guy's still alive. He's got an assload of armor. Got several direct hits with this cannon too, and that's still not good enough. Hold up. Go to Lich. Thank you, Akiri. I appreciate that lurk. Damn. Like I said, I think I got every, well, not every, but almost every hit with the missile launcher. He took a fair amount of hits from the grenade launcher, too. Big old cannon, so he definitely took a lot of damage. But something wasn't adding up. Let's see if I can get closer to him from the start. That way, because definitely when we got close enough, I was for sure hitting him with most of the missiles. Where you at? Counted as a hit somehow. That surprisingly didn't. I fired grenades where I thought for sure I hit some part of the scenery and it counts it as a hit. And my or others were, it looks like it's dead on him and doesn't register. Man, this guy's got a lot of armor. Jesus. I've hit a lot of hits on him too. It's not like I'm missing. Finally. I had one more shot in me and one more shot I could take. And it took us that long. Right down to the nub. Oh, man. Let's hope we don't run into too many more of those. Although it did say that he was struggling with somebody for positioning, right? So that somebody might be of similar build, which would suck. Not a lot of money, though. Alright, rank 8, Lord Slayer. AC Red Dragon, another Necron's kin. He's always in direct competition with his sworn enemy, Tiamat. I don't think we're going to stray too far from the industrial zone. I'm sorry. We've seen the other maps in the previous streams, but now I got to play to win. I need to use every trick in the book. This is a mobile one. It likes to move around. And he's another one of those that seems to have a energy blade that he could shoot, so that's fun. Alright, missiles did it. It's always nice when we could just use the missiles. Entity, rank 7. That's my rank. Scorpion version 4.0. No, one of these guys. Second in command of the Scorpion team. Oh, so we got one more to deal with, huh? Sets its sights to become top dog in team and arena alike. That was a little easier. Yeah, I mean, the thing about that last one was just his armor point was outrageous. So maybe, I mean, there are different defensive factors too, so there's a possibility that if I use like just energy weapons or something like that, it might have gone off a little bit better, but I don't know. Because he might have been stacked to withstand like the physical ammo. Get the same type of cannon. Sounded like he had something similar to me. Oh, right, I have the gun arms. I was like, let me get close and see if I could just use the blade, but that's the type of equipment I had. See, he can shoot those horizontal beams too. I think he's got an energy blade weapon that can shoot like a projectile. Pretty sure he can, because I just lost like 3,000 hit points. think I was screwing around too much with that one. I was like trying to dance around and then trying to utilize a grenade launcher when I didn't necessarily need to. So let's try it again. Let me play a little bit more defensively. He starts off weird though. I usually kind of get a fix on where these guys are right off the bat. So he moves around slightly more erratically. Lost all those missiles. I need to back away a little bit. I think I'm a little too close. Because there was a couple groups of missiles I just lost completely. They need a little bit more range to find them. Oh, there he goes. Got popped. Alright. Nothing quite the one from 2 battles ago, but crossing my fingers here. Alright, number 6, Shadow. You see Dark Knight. A vigilante of sorts. He always finds a way to destroy his opponent with little outside assistance. What the hell does that mean? He's one that's got a Katasawa, so we've seen what those types of ACs can do. They lock on fast and they do not quit. Got up on a building there. Camera got caught up on something too. Oh shit, I didn't even realize it. I thought I heard the repetitious explosions, but I thought it was something he was doing. That was a little close though. There was a couple moments because he was quick, so he was coming around those corners faster than I can anticipate him moving. Had I constantly kept moving, I probably could have, kept out of his range, but sometimes that's not a good idea either, because then you get twisted around. Alright, Rave, this is the one we heard about. Got the Panzer 7, belonging to the AC Technical Research Center. Firepower is obviously a strong suit. Yep. Alright, I think the one that we had the most problems with previously, what was he, rank 9 or something like that, was part of this group. I think he was one of the Panzerns. He's got firepower, but hopefully I could tactical advantage. He's a flyer too, so that's not great. tank that likes to fly. Definitely didn't hit all of them, but that's about it for the missiles. Same damn thing I've got. Grenade launcher. Ooh. Last time we were dealing with one of these ones that had the grenade launcher, I was able to fly up in the air and use the momentum of the drop to kind of outmaneuver him, but I don't know if it could work this time around. Yeah, hopefully. I'm still looking into options as to how I want to procure the game, because boy, I don't want to go into a store. I just don't feel like it, besides all that tax and everything. I'm seeing if somebody's got a free shipping option that I can utilize. I was looking at GameStop, and just like last month, I was able to order the Jedi Survivor game, and I got free shipping. It only costs like the $5 in tax. And granted, I had a gift card, so that alleviated some of the cost. But total pricing wise and everything, it was all completely smooth as far as the transaction. I got it shipped out, and it arrived on the day that the game was supposed to come out, so everything worked out relatively well for me. I was happy with that experience. And then I go take a look, and now they don't offer that free shipping service. Now it has to be like orders over $75 or some crap like that. So, and I don't even think that they did the same day delivery. Rogue Legacy 2 coming to PS Extra. 20th launches on PlayStation. First one was great. I did not play that. Hold on, let me see. I know Rogue Galaxy. What was Rogue Legacy? Oh, I remember this game. I might even have this first one on Steam. I just don't know if I played it. If I do have it, I would probably put it on the deck or something. Give it a try for my mobile platform. I think I remember you playing this. I think I remember seeing you stream that game. Metroidvania roguelite. Alright, cool. I will give it a look. I will see if I have the first one first, and then I'll probably give it a try. If I end up liking it a lot, maybe I'll look into the sequel. So Metroidvania, obviously, I think the ones that progenited it are great. I love with the Symphony of the Night and all the other Castlevania games that follow in suit to that particular style. I've done Aria of Sorrow and all that. I think those games are great. Love Metroid. It's my second favorite. It's a distant second, but it's still my second favorite Nintendo series. So I love those, and then I feel like a lot of people try to make a Metroidvania, and something just falls short. I don't always think that a lot of the indie companies can quite get it right. Now, granted, I haven't played all of them, but I'll pick up something like an Axiom Verge or something like that and give it a try. And I think I'm good. Even the Bloodstained, which I thought was okay, I didn't think it was the greatest, but I do like. Oh God, I can't even think of the name of it right now. Hollow Knight, and there's a couple other Metroidvania type games that I've played that I enjoy. Ender Lilies is one that I've always kind of had on my radar. It's one that has been on my wish list for a long time. so I should probably check that one out. Monster Boy, I remember gifting that to somebody. They seemed to like it quite a bit. After Image I've not heard of, so that might be something else I'd take a look into. Good old gaming GOG GOG is doing their summer sale, and then Steam is doing theirs pretty soon here. I typically prefer to get my indie games on those two platforms because I can play those from either one of those services. I can play them portably, which sometimes is nice. So now that the sales are going on, I'll probably be taking a look at some of these. So rack up a couple games, keep it in the backlog, just in case. Yeah, that's it for the missiles. I'm just going to be lobbing these things at each other, see if they work. Yeah, Armored Core is getting a new game. Boy, it has been a while. I think it's been over a decade since they had the last one. This is a super old game. This one's from 1998, I think. Project Phantasma. This is, no. Bandai Namco? I don't think so. Maybe publishing it. Actually, they might be publishing it, yeah. From Software is the developers. Those are the people that do the Souls and Elden Ring and all those games. But this was their big series before they hit up Dark Souls. This was their moneymaker back in the day, which is why they made like 10,000 games in the series. This game has so many sequels in it. But this used to be a really popular series, especially in Japan. This would garner a lot of, like, you know, not online, but like LAN competitions. There'd be like a lot of competitions for this kind of stuff, because you could build your own parts, transfer your saves, and fight other people. Yeah, every once in a while you see like an Activision or something publish from Software stuff, but yeah, Bandai Namco typically does. But yeah, that's super popular back in the day, and then 5 hit, and 5 was kind of shitty, and they just stopped making them because the Soul series made so much more money. I did not just get in, did I? Holy shit. How'd that happen? We spent like a whole salvo. I felt like I was getting the most of the time. Must have been like splash damage or something. That was weird. I didn't expect that. All right. Yeah, I'll take it. Well, he was rank 5 though, right? Jesus. Anyway, the last games to come out in the series were 5 and Verdict Day. Those are back in like 2008, 2009 maybe. And those didn't do so hot. Apparently they weren't great games. They were very online focused, so I'm sure the servers are down unless they're peer-to-peer. I don't know. And even that, I'm sure it was only popular in Japan. But in the States, US had a wide release for most of these games, which is sort of surprising. Let's save that since we got all the way up 5 ranks. These first 3 were pretty good. And then they moved to PS2. The worst thing about them is the goddamn controls. They're so bad in the early games, but you get used to it, sort of. And they finally started using the analog sticks by the time we got to the PS3, but it took a long time. Coming to game rut right now. Just don't have that game to pull on you. Oh, man. Yep, I get that feeling sometimes, too. It kind of sucks. Because there's a lot of games out there, too. And it's like, well, try a little bit of this, try a little bit of that, but nothing's really grabbing you. Someone's got to get you by the balls. Get you hooked in there. Oh, we got 2 missions. Intercept enemy units and destroy secret base. This year, I'm trying to get to games that I've been meaning to stream. Because it always happens where, you know, I'd be streaming something and then I'm thinking like, and I'll even say it on stream, I'm like, boy, this game reminds me of such and such. And I said, oh, we should probably take a look at that sometime. And then we don't. And it happens so much, especially over the past few years where I've been streaming a little bit more than usual. Since about 2020, I think I picked up more games on stream than I had any previous year before that. There were so many games where I was like, should probably hit that up at some point. So finally getting around to it. I know which ones I want to do, but it's finding the time to do it. Although, past couple of weeks I've had a lot of time since I've been putting it in other stuff. He had said you were going to try Park Beyond tonight. Didn't get on. Ah, dang. Sorry to hear that. I don't know what Park Beyond is, but I'm sure it's interesting. But the Armored Core was one I wanted to get for a while. I had bought the whole series probably about back in 2019 or something like that. I got a really good deal on an eBay auction where I'd gotten almost all the PS2 games. And those are hard to find. Even back then they were hard to find, but I had gotten almost all of them for like under $100. And then I'm like, well, shit, I should just take a look and get in the rest of them. So, theme park Planet Coaster type stuff. Those are fun. I spent a lot of time in Planet Coaster. I've had that theme park one on my wish list for a while too, but I still haven't picked it up. But I need to be in the mood for those games. I think those like sim business operations. This is an urgent message. The Doomsday Organization has discovered the location of our base. They will be arriving quickly. You must assist us. Destroy all remnants of the organization. Castle Amber. Oh, okay. Hold on. I don't know if I'm prepped for that. Like Planet Coaster, like those management sims with 3-star levels, where you have to build new parks frequently. I like the ones where you can start from the ground up. Yeah, that's what I like. The thing I found with can't do sandbox and you need objectives. I like the ones I need objectives. I don't like the sandbox aspect too much. Although sometimes it's fun to just like screw around to see how stuff works. Did that a lot with Roller Coaster Tycoon, some of the early ones like 2 and 3 or something like that. But what I like is where you can just start stuff from the ground up and then you can meet objectives. I don't always like it when they give you like an established business operation or an established park or something like that. I like to kind of like work my way up from the bottom. Sometimes I feel like when they give you a gimme like that, it's not as fun. 2 Point Hospital is good to you. I had a friend that was always on that game, and I thought to take a look at it just because how often they were playing that one. And then I thought, oh, if they like it so much, maybe I will too. I'll go take a look at this, but I never ended up doing it. I chickened out. Or I just forgot about it, I don't know. Oh, the head. I forgot about the damn head. Only instance where you could get a little bit too much head. Alright, that's the wrong one. Backed out too far. Oh wait, no, that's the... Okay, no, it's this one. Alright. Repel the invaders. Let's give it a try. See what happens. But yeah, this year in particular has been a year where there's been what the hell's the name of this mission? Hot buttered rum.
We are completely surrounded. I can't see any means of escape. Our only hope is to destroy them all.
Let me at 'em.
System engaged.
I'll get to it. You need to get that 15K and start putting some requests in. I know, man. That's how you do it. This year has been a bit of a problem, though, because there's been a lot of new games that I've wanted to play. And I haven't streamed all of them, but, you know, I've been playing a lot of stuff offline, too. And it's like, I can't keep up. This is almost like the new 2020. 2020, there was a shitload of games that were coming out that I was just constantly picking up. And I think for like a good 4 or 5 months, it was just nonstop new stuff. And I'm someone that likes to, you know, I like playing new stuff. But, you know, most of the games I like were the stuff that I missed out on, you know, previously. And now I've got the money to, like, actually buy it and play it. So it's like, I want the older things. More of that retro type streamer. And it's like I still have a lot of stuff on my old school back catalog. And I'm just not able to keep up with it because there's just too much new crap coming out. Maybe. I hear good things. I need to see a little bit more of the gameplay before I make any sort of commitments on it. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but what I've seen so far looked pretty slick. I don't know if they showed anything else off. I know there's been a couple fairly bigger game conferences that have happened, but I've just not had the time to pay attention to that. Did a couple commission work this week and the previous week, and just ate up a little bit more of my time. The only games I've been able to play are the ones I've been streaming, and I think I only streamed one time this week. One previous time outside of this time. Used to do all retro in December and January because there's no release time. Oh, yeah. That makes sense. I hate these guys. Last couple of years, there's always games. Yeah, I think especially lately, a lot of people have been trying to meet, like, Christmas stuff. So, you know, they'll come out, like, November, December, that kind of time. But for a while, yeah, they kind of followed the, you know, the old film... God, these things suck. Ugh. The old film ideology. What the hell? It's like you maybe have one big release in December and then January is completely dead and nobody else wanted to touch it. Like, this sucks. This is the same issue I had with that other mission. Just these flying guys are such a pain in the dick. Get them off me. Where's that Sumika? I need her. But yeah, I love the retro stuff.
They're still coming. But from where? From where?
I don't know, you tell me, we'll both know. I'm just gonna let him come up here. Spent a lot of money trying to get the setup right for it too. It's like I was always trying to find a way to stream off old consoles and just was never able to find a foolproof method. And finally found the retro tank, which not only converts cleanly to an HDMI signal, but it also upscales everything. And you know, I was doing heavy research into some of these older consoles. I'm like, why can't I ever capture this stuff? I try to plug it into a capture card through various means, using just like your standard Amazon bot converters, just trying to get stuff to work. And never able to find a solution, but it all has to do with the type of signals that these consoles produce. And sometimes, like when you get those real low resolution signals that do like 240p or something like that, they just cannot be picked up by like modern capture cards. So this RetroTink stuff, we're able to upscale it, recomposites the signal into something that's readable by like modern hardware, and I can plug this thing into any capture card I got and it all picks up, looks sharp. So I've been able to do it a little bit more frequently the past few years, couple of years, I guess I should say. And it's worked out pretty good. I don't think of what I even did, but it's like I can't even remember it. I think last year, no, it's the year before, we did all the Tomb Raider games. A lot of those were on PlayStation, first 5 of those. I want to go back and play some of the stuff that I had streamed from ages past. Some of my favorite games, like Skies of Arcadia and some of the Ace Combat games, because I played those in the past and they're just like crap. Where's this guy? There he is. I'm almost out of HP, so I sure hope there's nothing else.
Gotten rid of them.
Oh, good.
Let's change our location, just in case.
That might be a good idea.
Target of operation cleared. System switched to normal mode.
You know, if you're looking for a secret base, probably shouldn't go into like the most unsecretive of places. Giant Castle, I might be able to pick up on that. Just saying. Alright, apparently there's only one more mission left according to the back of the box, so... actually, let me take a look. Is it just going to be that one? Or did something else crop up? Search the facility. Oh, I think we had that wasn't the one that was left, because it definitely wasn't worth that much money. But there was, I guess a choose between one or the other type option. I wonder if it's going to have an effect on the ending. I do not remember. Been a long time since I played this one. Alright, let's read this email. Cooking for us. Surprise attack, sender from Sumika. Thanks for your assistance, although we're quite surprised by the unexpected strength. You've succeeded in destroying the organization completely. I do not believe they will pose any threat in the future. We are now attempting to take over Project Phantasma. Problem is that we believe Stinger is looking for it as well. We cannot let this happen. Old Stinger. The eternal pain in the ass. Alright, we're going to see if we can hit up the last little bit of arena battles. And hopefully take care of all those. I might go with the setup that we've been dealing with so far, because it seems to be working pretty well for us. Those missiles. Got my ammo crate. Got my gun arms. Alright, Tiamat, we heard about this one. Somebody that's actually using a bipedal AC. We haven't seen that in a while. Rank 4, Tiamat Steel Dragon, one of Necron's disciples. He finishes off opponents with his devastating firepower. How many were left? There should be 4, since we're rank 5. This guy's a jumper. These old PlayStation games reminds me of a couple that I've been meaning to play for a while now, but boy, not easy. I'm just afraid what my performance is going to be like, because I don't even know if I can beat them. I've got Ghost in the Shell, which I don't know if that's sort of become a rare game. It was sort of kind of rare, like, you know, most people had to shell out like 60, 70 bucks to get it beforehand, but I don't know if it's increased in price since then. But something that I actually streamed one time, and then never again. So one of those things where I'm like, oh, we're just checking this out, see if maybe we can get through a couple levels, see how it goes. That sucked. I don't think I hit him too much with the missiles. But it was actually a fun game from what I remember. But yeah, I do remember it getting kind of challenging too, so that does sort of worry me. And then the other one that I always think of is Einhander, and that game. That one gets difficult. It's a side-scrolling shooter though, and I've never been all that great at those. It'd be something I'd like to do, because that was kind of, I got that one in my early days of collecting, and that one cost a lot of money back then to get. I think it's raised in price since then, but we're getting that one, and I think I won that one at a eBay auction for just over 100, and even back then that was a steal. I remember checking it out, the auction, because it was about to end. I remember checking it out when I was at a theater watching a movie. I think I even put a bid in. Normally I hate it when people like pull their phones out of the theater, but this is like an important task. God damn. Trying to shoot this thing, and God, the rate of fire on it is not great. Just keep it at level. Keep the gun at level, see if I can fire on him. Got a couple hits in, but I don't think those couple hits are going to make too much of a difference. see if I can get him into a more open area. This might work a little bit better, because I think part of the problem too is I'm not able to hit too many shots on him. Some of the other locations I was working with. That seems to work a little bit better, because I can hide behind these, and then while he's scurrying around, he's a little bit more out in the open. What's worrying me is when he gets to jumping like that, though. This isn't gonna work. I'll try it one more time here, but I don't know. I got a couple free shots here. Got 3 shots on him. That's not a bad technique, kind of lure him out into this direction. Problem is he's under all these, like, I don't know what the hell those are. Those, like, steel beam things. So I think that's kind of covering for him a little bit. Come on, come back here. He seems sort of hesitant. Oh, wait, never mind. He was just coming around the corner. Flanked. Alright. Or not, never mind. I was like, now we got him in position, but he's circled back around again. What's this guy doing? I mean, I know what he's doing. He's drawing me out. I'm trying to do the same thing to him, but they don't usually do that. So, it's mildly annoyed. Son of a gun. Well, got a decent amount of hits on him, but didn't end up working all that much in the end. I want to see if I could lure him back. I'm going to try that again. I'll see if I could lure him back, because I was able to get a couple shots into him while he's like coming up toward us, but I just need him to get into a different position. Need him to kind of like strafe into a more open area. Easy 3 hits with this thing, though. This cannon does a lot of damage, too, so I mean, it's good for me. I just need him to be in an area that's not over here. Let me see if I could, like, beat him with a punch. See, if I try to push to sort of move him into another area, he pushes to me. A bit of a conundrum, because they don't usually do that. It seems to typically like to keep their distance. This guy's got another one of those long-range blade beams, too. I hate that stuff. Does so much damage. I need to figure out how to do that myself. He's trying for it, too. He knows what's up. Okay, finally, he's kind of getting to a position that I like. I feel like I got most of those hits in. This is where it starts becoming a problem. Maybe if I get some distance on him. Just need like a wide open area. Biggest issue is when he gets up in the air like that, though. Dang it. I want to try it again. Just because I feel like, I don't know, maybe. That one we were having an issue with previously, it's like, we just ended up having to get him to, like, kind of get into a spot where he was getting hit with the missiles more often. I think one of the biggest problems is sometimes you get these guys and they're just strafing around too much. Even though the hit indicator goes off, it's either they're only taking splash damage or they're taking like maybe 1 or 2 missiles out of the 4. I'm not looking at it constantly to count how many times the hit indicator pops off. But it's like there was the one where I was having a similar issue where, I was trying everything and I was running through all the missile ammunition and I'd have to creep out and start using the grenade launcher. And then it's like I just had a lucky run where I think all the missiles ended up hitting him because I didn't even go through all my missiles and he ended up dying. So just kind of want to see if we can pull off something similar here. They didn't have any indicators that this guy had a high armor point or anything. Of course, that doesn't mean anything, but... I had a lock, but I don't think I had a hit. Flying outside the map. Surprised I had that lucky, well, not lucky because I ended up dying anyway, but that up to like 5 damage or so. Well, alright. That last 5. This Necron fellow, I've been hearing a lot about him. He's got like disciples of sorts. He's got Black Dragon. Those who have witnessed his chaotic powers call him Creeping Death. He's the strongest Raven. And we've got Milicona, another Scorpion, the last one. Leader of the Quad AC team called Scorpion. He is attempting to overthrow the current leader. Dark Rider, Pale Horse, referred to only as the Pale Horse, Bringer of Death. Oh boy, and of course Tiamat. Yep. He's growing stronger as he faces the top ACs. It's just a matter of time before he's victorious. That's me, alright. Just a matter of time. We are taking a little bit of a while though, so I think I'm gonna hit up this final mission and we'll see if we could wrap up the main story here. I do think that I will either, I don't know, I think I might have to find another strategy. It might be something where it's as simple as a map change will help me out, or I might have to do something a little bit more drastic. Do what I said I might need to do with some of those other instances where I just have to like rework the AC from the ground up. And if it ends up being the latter, well, then that could be a problem. So, just because of how long it's going to take. So, anyway, I think we'll hold off on that for right now. I'll change those legs too. Oh man. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be seeing the end of the arena on this stream, unfortunately, or at all. It might be to the point where they're so tough that I've just got no strategy in mind for them. So I'll have to come up with something completely different. But yeah, let's see what this mission is. Apparently this is the last one. From Sumika. Information has been gathered on the whereabouts of the Phantasma project to be located in the subway center of Ambercrown. I assume Stinger is planning on seizing the operation as well, so be on the lookout. Locate your target immediately and destroy before Stinger arrives. Locate Phantasma. This one I think is the one I remember. There was a mission, Dead End Tube, Old Town area, where it was like in the ruins of an above ground city, and I remember having to like duck into some...
After you enter the area, split into 2 groups and investigate. Find the whereabouts of the target ASAP. We will eliminate them using your information.
Yeah, I had to duck into these little ports.
Main system engaging combat
which I guess
mode.
goes to a subway. God, I think I remember using the Katasawa on this mission too. I don't know if I ever switched to the other laser weapon. There we go. Some trouble there for a second. Seems like the main tube. I don't have access to it though. I thought this was a cool level though. I mean, you know, it's not, most of these levels aren't anything spectacular visually, but I'm like, it's post-apocalyptic, like ruins of the city. And then you get the little underground sections as well. I remember going into a port that was like kind of far away from where you start off though. It's maybe not that far away, it's not a huge map. So I was thinking this one, but there's nothing down there, led to a dead end. There's one right next to it though. Looks like another dead end. There's a big crater. Maybe I need to go on there. Location of which I am not sure. I don't think I remember going into the main port entrance. I hope it's not that. Yeah, look down there. There's like a hole or something. This side too, but this one actually has people firing at me. So yeah, it looks like that port that was like right up at the front there that just leads to this room, which is another locked area. there must be another set, because there's nothing I can do here. Can't break these bars down or anything. Well, according to the mapping system, there's only like those 3 entry points. And doesn't seem like a whole lot else. Well, you know, the slanted ones anyway. Unless there were... Oh, shit. Because there was those little panels in front. Okay, maybe I need to hit those? I didn't try to interact with them. It didn't really look like something I could interact with, at least per my assumption, but that might be what you need to do. Oh yeah, shit. That is indeed what you need to do. It raises the gate. So we need to hit up all 3 of them first. And then go back to that entry point in the crater. Get up there. At least this last one's a little bit more direct than the others. Big ass curving path. Oh shit, these things. Yeah, those wrecked me in that one mission. Last mission we did, I think, on the last stream. I thought they were like giant mechanical bees at first, but they're like some sort of weird drone with like a dome head. I don't know. Interesting look. Alright, what we got? Don't look like much of anything. I think there's a path I missed. Here it be. Something blue on the map. I'm assuming that's what we need to find.
So, you've come.
I have.
Didn't I mention that I do not like annoyances? I will never turn over Phantasma to the likes of you.
Oh, I thought that was just supposed to be like a cool line. I didn't mean to be annoying, man. Sorry you feel that way. Well, he might have my number. Second there. Hopefully I don't need to fight anything else, because 200 armor points is not a lot to work
That is
with.
mine! Mine!
Calm down. Yeah, we're gonna hear that beeping up until the end of the mission. Oh shit, we got something else to deal with too.
I believe that this is the place. Be careful. We were too late. I cannot believe they got here before us.
Ah, damn.
Go find him. We must destroy him at all costs.
Guess he left his AC. Well, maybe that's not the final mission. Whereabouts. We're still looking into the whereabouts of both Stinger and Phantasma. It looks like it might be somewhat of a long process, but be ready when the information comes through. It's called the final battle. Actually, that wasn't the name of the previous mission that we did? Well, like I said, let me see. It still marks it as having done 17 sorties. Yeah. Yep. Big old 17 right there. Phantasma. This is not a request. I've become Phantasma. I will destroy everything. You've been a nuisance, but I will invite you to the party. Come to the building known as Abyss. Location: secret established Abyss. Destroy Phantasma. Let's see what we can do. No mission reward. I probably should have just equipped myself with the arena type loadout.
Welcome to the Abyss. This is where I merged and became one with Phantasma. No one can stop me now. Die!
Defenses damaged. Halting combat and returning to the nest.
Interesting noises. Yeah, I might want to get the loadout that I usually have for like arena battles. Maybe. At least we didn't take any like credit damage. The strafing might help if I had the ability to strafe a little bit better. I think we probably want to go more, I don't know, just for straight damage. So, I'm thinking about switching to these bad boys. But maybe just keeping both ammo crates on. I think the missiles might be a little bit too, I don't know. If I could get some distance, but it seems like I was pretty far out in that, like, Technicolor attack it's got. Seems to have a bit of range on it. So, I don't know, maybe I could just try to back away as far as I can and fire some missiles at it, but otherwise just try to lob some of the big grenades. The final battle. So do I have the, I don't think I have that one.
It's a good day to do what has to be done by me and help my brother to defeat the enemy.
I mean, that works too. It wasn't the one I was thinking of, but that one works.
It's time to end this once and for all.
That one kind of works.
Welcome to the Abyss. This is where I merged and became one with Phantasma. No one can stop me now. Die!
You never heard that before? You have to look up Half-Life Full Life Consequences up. It's like 3 videos in the series, but the first one is honestly the only one that you need to watch. It's like a very satirical reading of a fanfic that some person made. And the fanfic subject is Half-Life 2. It's about his brother. Gordon Freeman's brother, John Freeman.
Defenses damaged.
I don't know, the circle
Halting
strafing seemed to
combat
actually
and
be doing a little bit
returning
better
to the
than
nest.
I was expecting. I don't know what the hell I was trying to do there at first. I'm mostly trying to get away from him, actually, but I should have just started circle strafing. Only problem is the rate of fire with the grenade launchers. It's not great. So I wonder, despite the fact that they do a ton of damage, I wonder if having the laser rifle is a better option just because we have much faster rate of fire.
Welcome to the Abyss. This is where I merged and became one with Phantasma. No one can stop me now. Die!
Die. You should die. Honestly, with the quad legs, okay, not when it catches up to me, but with the quad legs, I could sort of shit. That doesn't work.
Defenses damaged. Halting combat and
For a
returning
while
to
there.
the nest.
Oh, boy, I wish you could use the boosters and like boost while strafing to the side instead of with the quad legs boosting straight up, because boosting straight up sucks. But for a while there, you know, I'm able to keep out of his active range of fire just by strafing.
Welcome to the Abyss. This is where I merged and became one with Phantasma. No one can stop me now. Die!
Phantasma. Now I'm holding back. My make sure I back away as far as I can while strafing at the same time. Oh shit.
Defenses damaged. Halting combat and returning to the nest.
Those missiles he doles out, I mean, at first it didn't seem like they did that much damage, but yeah, they do a lot of damage. Well, I need speed. I think speed is the key here. And the quad legs are faster than the, you know, the bipedal legs I was using, but they ain't that fast. I don't look in the shop that often. There were those legs I had, I think it was these. Super fast. Speed 445. 451. These are pretty fast, 483. These are a little bit lower down than the others, but let's see. I might have to take off an ammo crate or something. Valkyria, welcome. Welcome to the stream, how you doing? As I assumed, we're way overweight, like by 1,000. 1,100. Alright, I don't think I'm going to be using the... I don't even know if I want to use these particular arms. The missile launcher's alright. Been trying to emulate this thing for hours now. I got you. Yeah, I'm playing good old-fashioned hard disk. And fortunately, the disc has not been scratched or anything, so... It's been smooth sailing. Every once in a while, I'll stream something off physical disc, and we'll have issues with it, like with the disc readability. Happened a couple of years ago when I was doing the Tomb Raider series. Big pain in the ass. I got it for a decent deal. It wasn't rare back in the day when I got it, which wasn't even that long ago, but... I mean, I'm glad I got it when I did. I don't even think I'm going to be using the blade. Somebody was selling it as a pack of games. They were selling it with, like, some other shit that I didn't want, like Twisted Metal and, like, a Madden game, I'm sure was thrown in there. Wasn't anything too remarkable or spectacular. This is still a bit too weightious. I don't think I've got another set of anything that can lighten the load a little bit. Anything else is obviously going to be too heavy as far as what I've got, so maybe I got to look at the lighter core. But anyway, I had asked them, I'm like, can you just drop all that stuff? I'll pay you half of what you want for the lot of this thing. I'll give you half for just one game. He took the deal. It wasn't as good of a deal back then as it is now, but you know, I think I made off like a bandit with that one. Fortunately, the back in the day, the entirety of the PS1 collection wasn't terribly hard to come by. Damn core I've got right now is lighter already. Alright, well, maybe I'll take off the other ammo crate then. Man, it's still overweight, Jesus. I don't have a blade weapon equipped either. What do you want from me? Well, I could try the bipedal legs and see if those work. Somehow I feel like the quads are going to be a little bit better, but oh well. Watching some YouTuber play around the Armored Core games, just complain about how Armored Core discs are so damn expensive now. Well, yeah, I was just talking about that with my friend who was in here not terribly long ago with one of these streams, and he used to love playing this one. I guess he played. Well, no, he loved playing the first one. I guess he played the first one with his brother a lot. He was thinking about picking up the series since the sixth one was coming out, but he's taking a look at the price of the discs. He's just like, nope, that ain't gonna be happening. He's a little disappointed by that. I appreciate that follow. Let me take a look at the speed. What was I looking at before? It was one of them bipedal legs. Must have been this one. Shield performance, low capacity, middleweight. Maybe that might work out for us. What's up, Jubei? Blame Elden Ring. It's just like every From Software game now climbing up in price. I guess I wouldn't doubt it. Outside of, like the highly manufactured Soul series. Well, they seem to work. Actually, that wasn't the one I was looking at. It's this guy. Well, Missile launcher would be too heavy. What an unusual setup. Let's give it a try. I'm hoping that the gun will just be enough. It might not. I just need to be able to, like, evade this guy's missiles. If I could evade his attacks, as long as I could take him out eventually.
Welcome to the Abyss. This is where I merged and became one with Phantasma. No one can stop me now. Die!
Who will die? Not yet. I'm working on it. Oh shit. Oh shit though. It's pretty damn fast, but could be better. Now, I think we got quite a ways to go before we actually finish up part 2. I was going to do part 2 after I finished up with this game, but we've just spent so long on the arena bits, and this final guy is sort of a pain in the ass. I'm moving faster. Definitely moving faster, but I don't think it's good enough.
Defenses damaged. Halting combat and returning.
So I'll tell you what I
nest.
like, because I have no clue how far we are along in that game. I think I spent 2.5 hours on it the first stream, like 4 hours on it the second, and maybe another 4. So maybe I'm like 10 hours in, something like that. Apparently it's a much longer game. I don't know how long, but it's supposed to be like double the length. And I think maybe we spent like 12 hours on the first one. And I'm someone that likes to like take my time with that kind of stuff. But I feel like I'm just getting my feet wet in the game, at least as far as the story is concerned. I don't like the story as much. I don't like the characterizations as much. There's little flashbacks that you get that like kind of bridge the gap between the two games, and I like those. But all the stuff that takes place like in the modern time, I'm not terribly crazy about. It's suffices. But I mean, it could be argued that the first Last of Us game, best aspect about it was like the story and the characters. So on that level, I think it's a bit weaker. However, I do think that the gameplay is leagues better than the gameplay in the first one. I didn't have any major complaints about the gameplay with the first one, but it did feel like it was a bit limited. The stealth aspects of it were fairly bare bones. They weren't like terribly in depth or anything. I feel like you could do a lot more with this game. Both in terms of how you approach like combat and how you approach stealth, and also how you can like play and choose where you want to do, where you want to go, and what you want to do for the game. Obviously, there's still limitations, but it doesn't feel quite as limited as the first one. Painfully slow games. Gotta look in every corner, talk to every NPC, open every container. Yeah, that's me. I do the same thing. I try not to when I'm streaming. But if I'm like playing a game on my own, especially, yeah, it's like I wanna cover everything. Especially since like usually first time around I will attempt to like 100% games, which is not a good habit.
Defenses damaged. Halting combat and returning to the nest.
This ain't working too well. Ooh, I just knocked my mic over. Hold on. Might hear some strange noises. But anyway, I think the gameplay is a lot more fun than the gameplay in the first one. You know, it's like the first one wasn't bad, but I think this one does it better. So, if you're a gameplay person, I think you'll probably have a better time. Yeah, I'm faster, but it's not... That's something I'm doing. It's not really working out so well for me. I'm trying to think... What do we want to do? Do we want to beef up armor points, or do we want to try to find some kind of middle ground here? I feel like what I've been doing was like a middle ground. It might actually be better. Might be a risky move, but I'm wondering if it might be better just like not to have a gun at all and just stick with something. Like if I could outmaneuver him and then just like automatically fire at him, that might be an option. I just need to have, you know, the waypoints for it. Oh. Can't equip two of those, unfortunately. Well, we can do an ammo crate. Actually, I wonder what else I could fit on this without going over the limit. Looks like it might just be that one weapon. That, or I could possibly equip the Moonlight Blade, but getting up close to this guy, nope, can't do that. Getting up close to him anyway is not seem like a good idea. I might try to see if I can keep away from him. Like if I could just stay outside of the range of those beams, because it does seem like there's a point where you can move back far enough and not get hit. But yeah, if I could stay away from him far enough where he's not going to be able to hit me, that's probably going to be the best bet, and then I could just automatically fire the missiles at him.
Welcome to the Abyss. This is where I merged and became one with Phantasma. No one can stop me now. Die!
Yeah, this guy's very edgy. Stinger's been the edgiest character in these games so far. Well, I'm keeping away from him. I'm still getting hit by these missiles though, which sort of sucks. There he goes. Nice.
Impossible. I'm burning. Phantasma. I'm dying.
Not so tough now, huh? When you're on fire. And boy, they let it linger. What? I think he like flew up into the air or something. I don't know where he went. Phantasma is gone. Explodes for 30 minutes away.
We did it. We destroyed Phantasma. Maybe we could have adapted the technology.
You weren't part of that.
But I guess it's better this way.
Alright. I didn't even get paid for this. Stand there awkwardly. Somebody gonna do something? Are the ACs gonna kiss? Okay. He just... I just skate away. Bye.
I would like to ask for your help again later. You are quite a strong ally to have. Just give me a discount next time, huh?
I've been getting like paid 3,000 credits per mission. I can't get more discounted than that. Cover my repair costs, maybe, and we'll talk. Sumika, you snake. Yeah, a little bit. Well, I think we did it. Skate away from the girls. It was like a weird, like, long, awkward pause, and then he just skates away. I mean, not like he could say anything anyway, but it seemed like an awkward sequence of events. The entirety of that. It wasn't it wasn't strictly just that. It was the whole Stinger and Phantasma blowing up for 5 minutes before they just launched themselves into the air. Sumika partially taking credit for something she had no involvement with. Long pause. Alright, well, we did it. Yay! We're 5 away from the arena, but I think I'm going to maybe try and attempt to do those on my own. You know, we saw what happened. I attempted a good 5 times or so from that last one. Who was it? Tiamat, I think? And, yeah, just wasn't having it. Seems to got my number, so I'm gonna have to come up with some sort of alternative plan to try and take him out, but I think we're good on that for now. If anything, if I do decide to do it on stream, we'll do it for another stream, and then we'll do, like, Master of Arena. Yeah, this is like one of the better tracks, huh? Just let it play, maybe. I'd turn the volume down just so we could talk about it. But yeah, the game's pretty good still. I mean, I enjoyed it. The only thing is, it's not terribly different from the previous one. I didn't see a ton of advancement. See maybe a little bit more polish with, like, the story missions. You know, you get some of those little cinematic camera angles and stuff like that. The voice acting was fine in the previous game. Actually, that was one of the most surprising things I remember when I first played the original Armored Core. I'm like, wow, that voice acting's not bad for a game from 1997. Because voice acting was not that great for games back then. And surprisingly, it was okay. Sumika was a little wooden, but I can't complain that much. And oh boy, Stinger. I got the edgiest performance out of a guy. Oh yeah, my plan is to play through a handful of them. Ideally, I would have liked to have gone through the main entries. I wanted to go through the first 3 on the PlayStation and then do the mainline entries from then on out up until we get to 4. Because I don't have 5. And those are the only 2 I don't have. I don't have 5 and I don't have Verdict Day. But I got every single other Armored Core. And I've got I've even got the PSP one. Not that I could stream that off the actual PSP. But still, it would be a little hard. It requires a setup that I do not have. But yeah, ideally that would have been what I wanted to do. But I mean, we got a lot of stuff happening. I still got to finish up Last of Us Part 2. I'm thinking of checking out Final Fantasy 16 next week. And 6 is coming out in a couple months. So I got like a handful of games, and like I'm thinking those are probably going to take a decent amount of time, and I got to like go back and forth with them. Now, that being said, fortunately, I do have a little bit more time to stream than I have had previously, so we might be able to cram it in. Yeah, PSP Go or one that can plug into a TV, yeah. Actually, does the PSP... I guess it would have had to have, right? No, that one still had digital. I don't know that the PSP Go had the port for the little discs, those UMDs. No, that was Final Fantasy 16 is the one that's coming out. It's not out yet. Yeah, the Go's digital only, but yeah, it could plug in. No, that was Strangers of Paradise, which I love that game. So I did that one last year when it came out. I'd stream it again if I didn't already do it. Or I guess I should say I'd stream it if I didn't already do it. But that game was hilarious, but also very solid at the same time. It was a very good game. Entertaining in various aspects. That's really the most you can ask out of a game, right? But yeah, 16's coming out next week. It's a brand new game. I've looked at that gameplay. That gameplay looks sharp. Boy, it looks like a solid action game. It doesn't even look like an RPG. It looks like a Devil May Cry or something. So I just want to try it out just to play that gameplay. Demo's out, but I don't usually play demos, so I usually just go based off of if it looks okay. First Final Fantasy you've been excited for since 13. How'd you like 13? I know me and some other streamer friends have our own opinions about that. But yeah, I can't say that I mean, for a mainline Final Fantasy, I'm trying to think. It's like, I guess I was kind of excited for 13 before that came out. And then 14 was an MMO, and I'm just not into MMOs, so that one didn't excite me. 15, I got it when it came out, but I wasn't super excited for it. 16, the gameplay looks pretty sharp. I'm just like, that's all I'm taking a look at. They say like the story is supposed to be complex or something like that, and I'm like, maybe. I don't know. The story could be good, it could be bad. I don't really care. But it's the actual gameplay that's attracted me to that one. But yeah, like, I don't think any others. Outside of Stranger of Paradise, I don't necessarily count that one, though, since it's not mainline. But as soon as I saw that trailer at that first, what was that, an E3 or something like that, I'm like, this game looks amazing. And then, but, you know, for ironic reasons. And then they released that second trailer, and I was hooked from then on out. Got that game on launch and enjoyed every minute of it. It's hard as hell to beat, too, on the hard difficulty setting. Good lord. Love the gameplay and style. Didn't care for the characters. Missed turn-based combat. Yep. The gameplay actually didn't end up being that bad. I kind of like the dynamic of it, but it did get old. And I'm not too sure what you mean by style. If you mean like character design or like the setup of the story or like the lore. It seemed like it had an interesting little world, but my problem with it was nothing was like on the face value of it. It's like everything with it's like characters would pop up and they'd have like relationships with each other, and it's like you never saw any of that on screen. And I'm like, who the hell are these people? Why am I supposed to know them? And of course you go back and you look at the logs and shit, and it's like, you know, oh, there it all is, but you have to read it. I think they were trying to like cut down on the cutscenes and dialogue and stuff, or like, oh, we want something that's a little bit more, you know, action forward, but like the story suffered because of it, because nothing made any sense. The lore and world, but you can't interact with it that much. It's like surface, it looks awesome, but you can't go deeper. Yeah, unless you read the logs. I mean, there was a lot of lore in there, but you had to like do it in the most uninteractive fashion. Me personally, I hate 13. It's not a game I enjoy. One of these days I'm gonna have to play it just so I can reevaluate it and see. But I remember when I played that and I got it at launch, I did not enjoy that game. And I've never wanted to play it since. But it's one of those things where I feel like I might need to go back and reevaluate it just to see. Because there were certain interesting aspects about it. And I got to say, the soundtrack on that game was pretty good, too. But you mentioned the characters. I think you said that was one of the things you didn't enjoy. I did not like the characters in that game. I don't think I liked a single one. Oh, man. I got to say, I did like 13-2. For whatever that's worth. I've never played 13-3, though. I don't know. Final Fantasy is a sordid history for me once you get past 12. It's been like 12 years or something and I have to replay. It's like I want to try to like rediscover it and see like, is it as bad as I thought it was? I finished that game too. But boy, I just remember the bad parts that I really didn't like, and I do not want to go through that again. Anyway, we're talking about Final Fantasy, and we're finishing up Armored Core. Project Phantasma, it's a good game. It's not too much different from the first one. There's not a whole lot that's changed. It definitely just feels like an expansion from the first game, which is perfectly fine. But I was kind of hoping that there'd be more options in terms of like armor and stuff. I like that they added the arena. The arena is cool, but I wanted a little bit more variety to kind of work with my Armored Core a bit. I don't feel like there's a lot there that, you know, feels like it's advanced from the first game. You have pretty limited options if you're transferring your save file, so, oh well. Last Final Fantasy you played was Tactics. I like Tactics. I played it as a small child, though, and that was not a game that is built for kids. That was one of those instances where I feel like the rating is more reflective of, like, the age and mentality that kids should play, and not necessarily the content of it. I remember having to use a Game Shark to beat that game. Did I beat 9 balls in the first game? No. we tried to avoid him as much as possible. I just I tried to fight him the first couple times around, but that platforming section was so ass that I just got sick of it. We were doing that platforming section for like an hour trying to computate how we can easily get past it and then like not take a ton of damage. And then by the time you get to 9-ball, it was just too much. And I was like, screw it. I'm not going to bother. I want to see if I could get past him. So I just skirted around him. And then, you know, I found out that you just have to destroy the thing and just destroy the thing and then ends the mission. You don't have to find 9-ball at all. You just had to avoid him. So I don't know if you consider that cheap or not, but I was looking to end that game. You've only played 10, 10 to 13, and tried 14, but can't do another MMO. And that platform is Miyazaki laughing at you. Oh, he had a grand old laugh at that, all right. That was a pain in the ass. The collective laughing of everybody on the From Software dev team. It was bad. I didn't enjoy that part. But the rest of that game was alright. Yeah, the 9-ball section, by the time we got to that, though, it was just, we were so drained. I was talking with someone else that was here, too. It's like, they really beat the motivation out of you doing the platforming. And then you have to fight an AC after that, and he's like, a hard one to beat. And so, it's just, nah, I'm good. We'll see if we could skirt our way out of it. I'm excited for Master of Arena, though. That's one I never really got to touch that much. I played it for maybe like a couple hours just to make sure that the disc worked. But other than that, I don't think I've ever played that one. This one I ended up playing the entirety of the game, which I didn't think I beat this game previously. And every mission that we came against, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember this. So I did end up beating it back in the day. It's been so long, I forgot about it. But it does look like Master of Arena is going to be a bit of a bigger game. So, I don't know. I think I might want to try to finish up Last of Us Part 2. And then if Final Fantasy 16 ends up being a game that I want to do continually on stream, then we'll probably just bounce back and forth between those. Game design, fuck player design. Yeah, it can be, certainly. And those can be frustrating, but I think part of it is fun trying to find, you know, what sort of combinations you can use to kind of like easily get through a mission. Whether you consider that cheesing or not, I feel like that's part of like the crux of it. It's like, yeah, sure, I use the auto lock on, super fast lock on, addition bonuses, and then like the most hard hitting missiles I can get, plus an ammo crate, and then all I have to do is like point the thing in their direction and let it go. I don't even have to push any other buttons. But, you know, that's part of the fun of finding out how you do that. Just looking to see what sort of combinations you can make to get to that point. But yeah, it could be frustrating. Let me just put it that way. Still, I enjoy it. I can't wait until we get to 4, where we have the actual analog sticks that we can use. 'Cause, boy, I'm not digging the bumpers. Especially when like I'm moving all around and stuff and I gotta start jumping, it's like I need to be on a level platform. You played only one Armored Core on PS2. You remember which one it was? Because PS2 has the most. Because PS2's got, 2 and... I don't even remember what the next one after that was. I mean, it's not 3. It's got 3, obviously, but it wasn't 3 that was next. It's got Silent Line and Last Raven and 9... I think it was 9-ball, unless they call it 9-breaker or something. Just after Mech Warrior, but that is not like Armored Core. Yeah, Mech Warrior is a little on the simple side. It's like a very streamlined, if you even want to compare it to Armored Core, it's like a very streamlined version of that. I think I got both of those games. I know I at least got the first one, because I was thinking about getting the first one so I could use the soft mod, and that's one of the games you can use, but I think I ended up getting Splinter Cell instead. Still... I think I have. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got the first Mech Warrior. You ever play Steel Battalion on Xbox? I want to stream that one day, but that game is so hard. I can get through a solid, 10 missions, though. I can get through, 10 missions with there being no problem, and then after that, then I start losing it. And it's one of those games that you really have to get the feel for, though, because it's got its own, actual, console of controls with like, so it's got its own sticks and pedals and everything. Never heard of Steel Battalion, really. Look it up one of these days. It's an interesting game. It's very cool, but you need the setup for it. I guess you could probably emulate it and get it all working on PC with a keyboard, but it's not as fun. It's like you need to have those sticks to have that that sort of emulation for it. Not emulation, but the I don't know the word I'm trying to make, but it's like it's got the control panel. You got all the switches that you got to flip and all that shit. It's a very interesting game, and there's a lot to it, but it is very easy to mess up. Even walking can be like a problem. If you move too fast, your mech can fall over and then you die and you have to eject. And it's one of those games that if you die, it costs you an assload of money, and then you can only die like maybe like twice or maybe 3 times if you got a decent enough of savings. And that's it. Then you got to restart the game from scratch. Sucks. That's why I don't want to stream it, because I don't want to like lose and then have to restart the damn thing over again if I'm looking to beat it on stream. It ain't gonna work. One of those games made for stick mech controls, yeah, and it's got that control panel that is only for that one game. God, it must have cost a lot of money. I can only imagine. They must. I mean, like when it came out, I think it probably retailed at about $150 to $200. So that was half the price of the Xbox console. Actually, no, that was a little over half the price. But yeah, there must have not been a ton of people. But it was definitely one of those games that was made with like LAN parties in mind. There was one other sequel for it, and it was exclusively for a multiplayer aspect. Steel Battalion something or other. I don't remember exactly what it was, but you can't play it as a single-player game. The only one that's got the single-player experience is that first one. But I bought that at a local game shop, maybe back in 2017 or something like that. I'm sure it's not easy to get a hold of, especially if you're looking to buy it online. It's got to suck to ship. Oof. The only thing that didn't come with mine was it didn't come with a crate that you store the console the control deck in. So I just kind of have to have it out in the open. Kind of sucks. But I love mech games. Mech games are always fun. I'm not the greatest at them, but I do enjoy playing them. So I'm glad we get to do the Armored Core series. For right now, we're going to stop with the Armored Core series. Just for tonight. I'll be back with it eventually. But we're going to move on to Last of Us Part 2, and I'm going to put maybe an hour or two into that. We'll see. It's already like 1 a.m. or something like that. Mech Warrior 3 Mercenaries is the only one you'd recommend giving a shot, and it's an old one. The old one. Mech Warrior 3 Mercenaries. I wonder if I have that on something. Let me just look at my libraries real quick. I don't think I have that one. Son of a gun. Alright. I might need to look into it. So there's a bright background. Let's switch to the BRB real quick. Ever played any mech games somehow? Just never happened? I mean, it's a bit of a niche type of game anyway. There's not like a ton out there. And they all range too. Like some of them are, I don't know. I've played a lot of mech games where they're just not terribly fun. There needs to be a certain aspect to them. What I like about a mech game, and like we've seen with the Armored Core series, is the customization. I've always appreciated the customization aspect of the mech games, where you could swap out parts and you could balance stuff to be more attack heavy or more mobile based, that kind of stuff. And I feel like Armored Core probably does it the best out of what I've played. There might be something else out there, I don't know, but those are the ones I'd probably look at. It's very easy to emulate the PlayStation games. The only thing about it is the controls suck, but I'm sure there's somebody's found a workaround for that. If you're doing it on PlayStation, though, yeah, you got to deal with the bumpers, which isn't great. Does Banjo-Kazooie nuts and bolts count? I guess kinda. maybe just a smidge. I people count Tears of the Kingdom as a mech game, since you could apparently build mech type stuff in that. So if that counts, then yeah, Nuts and Bolts does too. Actually, it's MechWarrior 4. Oh, okay. What platform was that on? Get that on PC, I'm sure. What just came out in the MechWarrior series? Was that 5? 5 was the last one released. I remember seeing that, and there was a few people playing that. Actually, MechWarrior 4 came out in 2000. Jeez. Vengeance. That was a while ago. Oh yeah, MechWarrior 5 is the one that just came out recently. Sorry, there's a dog barking in the background. I got my window open. Actually, that was longer than I thought. That came out in 2019, MechWarrior 5. Jeez. You know, one thing I always regretted not playing was there was was it? I don't even remember what series it was, but there was the one where you had to sit in like a pod, and you could play with like 5 other people. Arcade, that was up here locally, they had those pods. I don't know what series that was, but always took a look at them. I always said, that might be fun. I mean, it's exclusively multiplayer. You have to play with other people that are, playing with you, but I was like, that would be something fun to do, but I never did it, and I kind of regret it. I bet you that would have been cool, though. Back when I had a lot of local friends. All my friends have moved out, so can't get those parties back together unless we make special arrangements. Kind of sucks. Oh well. Anyway, I'm moping about real life situations. Give me a sec. I'm gonna take the BRB for a minute, get a drink, probably see if I can turn the air conditioning back on, and we will be back with Last of Us Part 2, and we'll pick up where we left off, which was like some kind of park or something. I don't know. It was weird. We'll figure it out. Give me a sec.